Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Hodge here, and welcome back to another story time. So I'm thinking, like, at least for the time being, every Friday I'm thinking about doing a story time. I believe this has been like a whole week of uploading so far, so every day for a week so far. Let's keep it going. So today's story time, it's not necessarily wrestling. I mean, I guess it kind of is. So basically in this story time I'm going to be talking about my trip across the country, driving across the United States. Probably international fans aren't going to realize how big the United States is and how big of a deal it is to actually drive across it. But if you're in the US, you're pretty sure you would understand if you've ever traveled at all. But anyway, it's kind of wrestling related. It's about when I drove out to California to go to No Mercy, WWE No Mercy last year. So it was last September. So it's basically just a story time. I'll give you, I guess this is kind of tips too. You guys can, if you're ever thinking about doing like a long road trip or anything, I can give you guys advice and stuff like that. So here we go. So I was kind of going on my Instagram right now, trying to look at photos to kind of remember everything and see if I missed anything. So yeah, I'll go ahead and start this. I don't have many photos on the Instagram from the whole trip. I do have a few though. Oh, I got some crazy stories. So okay, so here we go. Basically, so I live in Tennessee. I live in East Tennessee, which is pretty much. I mean, I live on the state line of Tennessee and Virginia, so I'm way over here. I'm nowhere near Memphis or anything. I'm like 7 hours from Memphis, but I'm still in the state of Tennessee, which is way over. Basically, if you don't know, like if you live like out west and you don't know the states that good or whatever, I basically live in Virginia. So I live very far from the West Coast. I mean, if you live in Memphis, it's not really as big of a deal. It does cut out like 7-8 hours of your journey, but basically, I came up with this crazy idea. So basically, I've been to California before. I flew out there before for so. I went to Money in the Bank in Las Vegas, but I drove out to California because I'm like, California seems cool, I've never been there, let me go out to LA and San Francisco and stuff. So that's what I did in 2016, but 2017 I had this crazy idea that, yeah, I'm going to go to a show, I'm going to go to the show in LA, but, you know, flights are like $500 each, and that's $1,000. How long of a drive is it? So it's like 2,000 miles or something, and I'm like, 2,000 miles? I've drove like 1,000 miles before. Let's just double it. Let's do it. Let's drive across the United States, but let's split it up into multiple days so it doesn't absolutely kill us. So basically, I came up with a crazy idea. We're driving from Tennessee to California, and my mother came with me for this trip last year. It was a crazy trip. We took turns driving and stuff. So states we drove through, you can go on the map. I took Interstate 40 through Knoxville, through Nashville, and all that through the state of Tennessee. So basically, you go in your Maps app, and you kind of see this for yourself if you're curious. I'm going to have to change the exposure. I'll just have to change it back here. So basically, you zoom in where you can see the interstate, and basically, I took this route right through here, through Knoxville, through the whole state of Tennessee, through Arkansas, through Little Rock, Arkansas, through Oklahoma City, through Amarillo, Texas. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry, I'm kind of looking at my phone instead of the camera to make sure this is lined up. But I went through Oklahoma City, in Oklahoma, of course. I went through Amarillo, Texas, the very tip of Texas there. And I went through Albuquerque, New Mexico. I went through Flagstaff, Arizona. I don't know if you guys can see the Flagstaff, Arizona. I went through Las Vegas, and then all the way to Los Angeles. So that was quite a journey. Let me fix that exposure. I forgot to put it back up. But yeah, so basically that's what I did. I went through all those states. So that's you count Tennessee the state, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 states I went through on that trip. On the way out there to California. On the way back, I went a totally different route so I could see new states. So the reason I decided to do this instead of flying, like, sure, you fly, you could be there in like 5 hours, and that's it. It's just a thing. I mean, you gotta deal with airport security, you gotta deal with people, you gotta sit next to strangers on an airplane, you gotta sit on an airplane and deal with the whole stress of flying. Or you can get in your car and chill out for about 3 or 4 days and stop along the way at gift shops, see all kinds of cool stuff. Stop at little places to see stuff. You can stop at like national parks and monuments and stuff and see all kinds of cool stuff. Like on the way out, I didn't really see a whole lot through Tennessee because I've already been through the whole state of Tennessee multiple times. And then Arkansas, I didn't really see a whole lot in Little Rock. I didn't really stop in the beginning states. Oklahoma, I didn't really stop. Texas, I saw a few things, just, you know, Texas stuff. I've been to Texas before. I did like the Texas vlog when I went to the Royal Rumble and stuff. But when you go to the next state, New Mexico, that's where it got interesting. So basically, I'm like, I still am, but at the time I was a huge fan of Breaking Bad, the TV show. And they filmed that whole TV show in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go around the city of Albuquerque and see everything from the show. So that's basically what I did. I saw like Walt's house, I saw the car wash, I saw, let's see, I went somewhere else. I saw the Walt's house, the car wash, I went to the, Twisters, yeah, Twisters. Thanks, girlfriend. I went to Twisters. So Twisters is the restaurant. It's not called Twisters, but I got like the photo. There you go. I don't want to say it because I always botch it because I don't, I didn't take a Spanish class and she did, so she can say it better than me, but like Albuquerque, here I am at the restaurant. They still, the restaurant's Twisters, but they still have the whole painting up from the show. And that was me there. And yes, they have the, yes, Breaking Bad was filmed here at Twisters sign. And then that's me in front of it. Of course, they that's the actual name of the restaurant. They changed it for the show and stuff. And then this was something crazy. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna eat here, right? I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna see what they have. So I'm gonna get some, like, I think I got like cheese fries or something, just something simple there. And I sat at a booth, right? And I didn't realize I was actually sitting at Walter's booth, right there. The booth where he always sat when they filmed him in the restaurant. So that's Walt's booth I was sitting at, just randomly. And then here I am at the car wash. This is when my Challenger had it's very dirty because it drove like 2,000 miles at that point, but this is when it had the silver on it. Of course, now it has the red. If you watch the vlogs and stuff, you've seen my car. So it's a little bit different. Then I went to the there's this candy store in Albuquerque that actually made the candy for the show. Candy for the show. Okay, drugs for the show, but it was actually rock candy. And then I got a little ounce bag of the crystal meth when it's really just rock candy. Okay, camera. Okay, be good, camera. I got the little bag of crystal meth, it's really rock candy. But yeah, that's what I did there. And then I went on out to Arizona. So Arizona, Flagstaff, Arizona, and I'm like, is there anything to see in Flagstaff? Like, we went to Albuquerque, that was fun seeing all that stuff. Is there anything we should do in Flagstaff? Oh, wait, the Grand Canyon's in Arizona, right? Wait, you mean it's only 30 minutes from here? So I think it was like 30 minutes or an hour or something, and we drove to the Grand Canyon. This was actually the same day as ROH though in Las Vegas, so I was really risking it. I think it's like two or 3 hours out of Las Vegas. I was actually late for the ROH pay-per-view in Las Vegas. It was great. It was Death Before Dishonor of a Ring of Honor. I was actually late for it, but I saw like the main event and stuff. But yeah, I went to the Grand Canyon. Here's photos of me in the Grand Canyon. A lot of people said this background looks fake. This is not like one of those green screen tourist thingies where you go there and like stand in front of this green screen. No, this is actual photo. It's just, I had it like in portrait mode or whatever on the iPhone. It kind of blurs out the background a little bit, so it looks a little too good to be true. But that's the Grand Canyon right there. Let's be in the Grand Canyon. Here's photos of it. And yeah. See, I had a different phone then, so that's why I'm on my Instagram right now. And then I went to Death Before Dishonor the same day. I drove over to Las Vegas. I went to the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. It was in the weirdest place ever. It was like it's not odd for them to do wrestling shows in a casino. It was just like so weird trying to find the place and stuff. But yeah, it was in a casino arena. I mean, it wasn't like MGM or anything. I forget what it was. It was like it was a gambling hall or something, I think. But here's some photos from ROH. I have a vlog up here on the channel. You guys can go check it out. I have a vlog. The whole LA trip vlogs are still up here for this whole trip. I think the Breaking Bad one's on the second channel, but yeah. So here's just like photos I have from the show and stuff. So that's that. Next up, the next day. So I stayed in Las Vegas for a few days. And then I'm like, yo, something, last time I was in Vegas, I didn't get to see this. So something I want to do, I want to go to the Pawn Stars place. I don't know if you guys know the TV show Pawn Stars, but here is the Pawn Stars pawn shop. And that's me standing in front of it there. So yeah, there's that. And I actually ran into someone from the show. It's Chumley. He has a candy shop across the street, and I ran into him over there. He was at his candy shop selling candy. So it's Chumley for you. So there's that. Then the next day, I get like the dual thing where I got to go to the ROH pay-per-view and the ROH TV taping the next night, and I got meet and greet tickets. Here are me and the Young Bucks, super nice guys. Got to hold the titles there. So it's me and the Young Bucks. I got Cody Rhodes here. That was like the second or third time I met Cody. And Marty Scurll here. And Hangman Page. That's everyone I met. It was fun. Okay, so then I drove out to California after that. The next morning I drove to California. Went to No Mercy. I didn't have tickets for No Mercy. Like, I drove all the way out there to California. Like, I'm going to No Mercy, but guess what? I don't have tickets yet. I'm just going to buy them out on the road. So that's what I did. So here it is. I got, I think it was row 4 or row 5 behind the commentators for No Mercy. It's kind of hard to see by this photo, but those were my seats for No Mercy. And then I went to the Raw after as well, after No Mercy. So it wasn't just like I'm driving all this way just for No Mercy. I went to an ROH pay-per-view, ROH TV taping. I went to No Mercy, the WWE pay-per-view, and then I went to the Raw after No Mercy, which was in Ontario, California, I believe. Yeah, but I got No Mercy. Then the next morning when I woke up, there were actually wrestlers, cruiserweights, eating breakfast. Don't worry, I didn't bug them. I actually didn't bug them. My mother bugged them. I couldn't stop her though, guys. Like, I would have stopped her from bugging wrestlers while they're eating, but I was asleep because I was like out until like 3 a.m. because I don't think it was that night, but I was like doing something with my friend Nicola or something after No Mercy. Then we went to In-N-Out Burger or something. I went before No Mercy. I was actually a little late for No Mercy because we went to In-N-Out Burger, but that's another thing. We went. I don't think I have any photos on my Instagram, but as soon as I get there, me and Nicola, we went out to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and stuff like that. I think it's in the vlog and stuff. But yeah, anyway, I was out late that night. I was sleeping in my hotel room, and then my mom was like, wake up, Brandon, there's wrestlers downstairs, and they want to meet you. Me? Yeah, I told them about your videos. Mom, you didn't. So they know about my videos, and I'm like, okay, thanks, Mom. And I got the photo with them, and then they like, they were really cool. So here's the photos of me and the cruiserweights that were down there. I just rolled out of bed. I'm like, sorry. So yeah, really cool. Then I went to the Raw the night after I met the cruiserweights in the thing, because that was the next morning. It was Raw. These were my seats for Raw. I believe I had row 4, row 5. That's Alexa Bliss. And then here's more photos, Roman, Bailey, and stuff. So yeah, that was that. And then I drove back home, and I'm like, okay, instead of us going back the same way, I know it's the fastest route, but let's go a different way so we can do cool stuff and more cool stuff. Now, something I've always wanted to see was the Bonneville Salt Flats. We're on YouTube, so probably a lot of you know that from Casey Neistat. I'll find the photo. Because he's like famous, that's why he puts the white on his glasses or whatever. I used to watch some of his videos sometimes, like this photo of Casey Neistat. That's at the Bonneville Salt Flats. And they do like land and speed records there and races and stuff. And I'm from like I'm from like a NASCAR town here in Bristol, so I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. I would love to get my car out there and just go as fast as I want, because they don't enforce the speed limit or anything, because it's a natural salt flats deposit thing, natural salt there. And you can just drive off-road on it. So I decided to go out there. I know it's on the second channel. I don't have any photos, I don't believe, but that's me at the Salt Flats. I don't have any photos, but actually, the time of year I went was in September, in the fall, so apparently it rains a lot there. I didn't know, because it was only, like, I drove from California to there in the same day, and I'm gonna go to the Salt Flats. And really, it was like raining a lot, and apparently the salt at the very edge is very, very thin, and like it was very muddy. And I took my Dodge Challenger, which if you don't know, it's a rear wheel only car, drive only car. So you get on there, and it's like, oh, I'm stuck. If I had front wheel drive, it would have been a lot easier, but nope, I am stuck in the mud with a Dodge Challenger. So I was just stuck there. Luckily, a few guys helped me get out of there, that sticky situation, but it was just kind of a special situation. I think there's a video on the second channel about me getting stuck in the Salt Flats if you're interested in that. But the main reason I went this route was to go see these guys. Mount Rushmore. So I went to that. It's really cheap to go to this stuff. You wouldn't think like giant, massive United States national monuments and national parks and stuff would be so cheap, but I think it was like 20 bucks to go to, the Grand Canyon, like 30 bucks to go in Mount Rushmore, and that's not per person, that's per car. So as many people as you can fit in your car, basically, like $30, split it with you guys, split it with everyone in the car. But yeah, that's what I did. It was a giant trip. I think I was gone like 2 or 3 weeks, but it was just a crazy trip. So if you guys ever get a chance to like do any kind of road trip, I mean, even if you're not in the United States, a road trip in general, anywhere, is just a fun time. Just make sure you don't do it alone, because a road trip alone isn't as fun. I had my mother to go to that one. I might be doing another one later this year with my girlfriend, so might be doing like another road trip vlog or something like that. But that was just an amazing experience. I've been wanting to make this video talking about the whole experience for months, since like September, but I've just been like so busy and my life's been spinning around. But now I'm finally getting settled back down, and I was able to make this video. So that's a story time, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a like. Tell me what you thought of my story and my whole experience. And if you know anything in between that, when we go back that route that we should stop and see, let me know down in the comments. So thanks for watching this video, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.